Hi guys, we all know that storage in an RV is an issue, and maximizing every spot that we can utilize for all the items that we need to bring on our trips is essential. Or if you're living in your RV, you really need to maximize the space that you have. Some RVs have more than others, but take a look around your RV and figure out ways that you can utilize empty space. Specifically, like vertical space is unused, especially like in cabinets or large drawers or closets. There's solutions that you can use to maximize that vertical space to double or triple your space there. So what I wanted to show you today was how I cleaned up a few areas and organized a few areas, giving me more space and making things easier to find, get to, and just use in general. So let's go. I'm in the kitchen area on the fifth wheel, and I want to show you one area that was a complete mess before I just organized it, and that is where I kept my garbage can and my garbage bags. And it's here, so there's a built-in area for a garbage can, which is nice. It's a wonderful thing in an RV. And this is how I've organized it. I'm going to show you a picture of what it was like before to this now. And look, I have even all this space here for another garbage can if I wanted to. But basically, I've got my garbage can in here. I've got my sink topper right here. And then I have my garbage bags here. Garbage bags were always a pain for me to figure out what to do with, and they just ended up lying all over the place, and I don't like those little plastic things where you pull them out. I think they look tacky and cheap, and they just get stuck in there. So my solution was just to grab this little bin and stuff it with garbage bags. And then, like I said, if I want to put another garbage can in here, I have room to do so, and I would just move that. That's one area I've cleaned up. Let me show you the next. Underneath my kitchen sink area on the island, I have this huge storage area with a pull-out drawer. And it's where I kept my cleaning supplies, it's where I kept dish items, and even things like bear spray, stuff that I wouldn't get to very often, but it was a nice big drawer for that. And I'm going to show you here what it was like. And then here's what I've turned it into. You can see, first of all, let's look here. I've added this shelf, and it's sticky, and then this detaches from these hooks here, and it holds, you know, whatever you want to put in there, but I'm using it for my sponges and my dish pads. I found these items, a lot of these items at Home Goods, but I'm sure other places like Walmart has them, that sort of thing. Here's my drawer, and it pulls out. So what I've got here is, these are my toppers for the sink, and I don't use them very much, but they just kind of live there. And then this whole drawer area was just like a 14 by 15 empty drawer. And as you can see from the picture I showed before, I just had this kind of all thrown in here. But what I did to maximize and like almost double the space, I got a little shelf from Home Goods, and then I got a bin, a clear bin, and I wanted to do clear bin so that I could see what was in here. I got a clear bin for the top. I can keep things like towels, gloves, wet wipes underneath here. I have room on this side. Back here is all my bear spray, which I never get to very often, so it can just kind of live back there. And then with the supplies I have here, I've kind of grouped them by topic. So like my Dawn dish soaps here, I have my cleaning supplies here, and then deep cleaning supplies back here, and then sink items here. I really like the way this turned out. I also added inside here, I don't know if you can see this, yep. I added a motion detector light, so that when this pulls out, it's just battery operated, but it lights it up at night. And then right here, I've also put in a little, and it holds these sink plugs back in here. So it's pretty organized, and I like the way it turned out, and it makes getting into it easier, and I have more room now. And moving into my bathroom area, I have this shelf underneath. It's a little storage space underneath the sink in the bathroom, and it was a mess too. Show you a picture here of what it was like, but I kind of had things just thrown in there. I had a few crazy bins that just things were toppling over in. But here's how I've organized it. You can see back in there, there's a corner shelf, and I just went and I got that at Home Goods as well. It's a corner shelf, so it allows me to utilize this vertical space here and to stack items in there. Those items are wipes, and then up on the top shelf there I have like our sunscreens, things that I don't get to very often, but they have a place and they live there. And then down here I have something I utilize all the time. That's my toilet treatment by Happy Campers, and so I want to be able to get to that. Also over here I've secured a little broom, and it's good to have in an RV, but I've secured that with some 3M tape up there, and it's out of the way and off the floor. And then in this area up top here, I've just done a couple little bins. This bin that you're looking at right there has cleaning supplies for the bathroom, and then over here, this bin is all the items that we use in the shower. So the soaps and shampoos and conditioners all go in here. I like to use these clear bins, you can see in them, but also if something were to leak, it's not going to get all over the place. So for sure, in the bathroom area with bath supplies and that sort of thing, even cleaning supplies, I would definitely recommend using a bin. Up here is the medicine cabinet in the bathroom, and it's actually a pretty good size for RV medicine cabinet. Let me show you how I've organized this. We'll start here. On the door, I bought this. It's like a little caddy. It's like 3M, and then it has these hooks so you can take it off, and it won't, if you remove it, it won't damage anything, but it secures nicely on basically anything you want to put it on. And I've got some of my items in there. And then in the medicine cabinet itself, I've kept this lower area. I wanted to be able to put some tall items in here, so I didn't double the shelf space in here. So I have some toothbrushes, toothpaste, combs, that sort of thing in here, taller items. But I did up here, I doubled the vertical space by adding a shelf, and then I have a mini bin right here, see-through, so I can see what's in there, and then with space on the side for some taller items. So I really like the way this turned out. It's nice and organized. This shelf is not going to go anywhere during travel. These items here, down here, they're not going to fall out when you open the door because they're all secured with these little holders. And these are, let me turn on a light. These are just, I forget where I got them, but they're like utility, like almost like school, like for pens and pencils and that sort of thing. Maybe I got it at the Dollar Tree, or I'm not quite sure where I got it, but you can find these containers everywhere. And I just bought one with a bunch of little slots because I knew how I wanted to organize my items in there. And it's perfect. They don't fall around, they don't move, they don't fall out when you open the door. So that's how I've organized the medicine cabinet. And one last area I wanted to show you, it's at the front of the trailer here in what I call my basement. And this is the front storage area of the fifth wheel, right behind this door. Let me show you it. Let me open it up. Okay, so here it's opened up, and I want to focus on this top shelf up here. This is my battery compartment. I keep my ladder here. This, I'm camping right now, so I've just thrown a bunch of stuff in here. I need to organize this. But what I worked on yesterday was this area up here. And what I've done, this was a bunch of vertical space here that was unusable. So I wanted to utilize all of this area up here. I went to Home Goods and I bought these shelves right here, these drawers. And what's nice about these drawers is they're see-through, so I can totally see what's inside here before I, so I know what to get. And then I've done 2 of these, and then I did this right here. I think this is like a jewelry drawer or a jewelry compartment or something, maybe for screws or whatnot. But I like it because it's got 6 compartments of all different sizes, and these completely pull all the way out. So I can pull this completely out to get to items, but there are items that I don't use very often, but I need to have on hand for RVing. So like this one up here has extra lug nuts. This in here has tape that I need. This one here has extra plugs for connecting. This up here is electrical components, and then I have water up here. In this drawer I've got like fuses, small screws and things like that, roof sealant tape, stuff I don't get to very often but I want to have on hand. And then over here, I thought this was kind of cool. I did a Lazy Susan, and it's clear, and it just holds like tools that are kind of awkward and I wouldn't know where to put. So I've got a screwdriver, a hammer, a little saw, a knife, and then behind it over here, I did do a pegboard, and I've got some like larger wrenches. My hammer is over here on the pegboard. Also back here, I have like a bicycle lock chain and an electrical cord. And then on the back of the wall, I don't know if you can see that there, these are just like, you can get these at Home Depot. I also found them at Home Goods, probably Walmart has them. They're command strip 3M, and they are like garage, for your garage tools, and they're perfect for RVs. And like I have my hatchet on this one, and then some clippers on that one, and I have a little collapsible shovel here. But I really like the way this turned out. It's very well organized now, and it gave me more space. There's really no links to these items. You can find them again at most places like Walmart, Target. I specifically went to Home Goods. I like the quality of the items that are there, and I mean, even IKEA has stuff like this. But just before you go, make sure you measure your space and kind of have an idea of how you want to utilize the space, so when you go, you're not overwhelmed by all of the different various shelving and bin and storage solutions that there are, because there's a lot. Just be creative, look at your space, think about it, take some measurements, and go to this tour, and believe me, you're going to love how it turns out. If you found this information useful or somewhat helpful, please consider joining my traveling community and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, it helps me grow, and it helps me produce more content like this. Also, like the video, and then hit the notification icon, because I'll be coming out with another video soon on some more organization items that I've done in my fifth wheel. Until I see you in the next video, take care. Community, hit the subscribe. Whatever RV you have, or hopefully you found those. Well, hopefully that gave you a few ideas. Some RVs have more there. Talk to you later. Until I see you in the next video, take care.